How has it been running your own show? I want to get into Good Morning Football and all that.
Yeah.
And really start to make your mark. But like you being solo, what were the original like worries, concerns? You obviously went off the diving board and like, hey, we're going to give it our best shot here.
Not worried about that. I sort of just feel like I'll land on my feet. I have this just idea in my head that I'll be okay. I wouldn't say I run the show. I would say I host the show. Like I'm not good at business. I'm not good at, leading necessarily, but I think what works. I think I know, and I'm really guided by what the fan feels. I think I've always led with that in my career and asking you questions, whoever I'm talking to, and for sort of forming my point of view. I've always been like a fan first person. It's why I love YouTube. It's why I love FanDuel. Like it's, sort of knowing your audience. And that led me. So when it came to creating content solo, I just knew I really wanted to interview people. That's my strength. I like talking. I like conversation. I'm naturally curious. So that part wasn't hard. Partnering with FanDuel was really necessary. I don't know that I could do it otherwise because at the time, especially, they were just so willing to support me and say, what do you think this should be? What do you think we should do? What kind of guests? Oh, you want Taylor Lewan on every morning? Let's try to see if we can make that, or every week, let's see if we can make that happen to get his point of view. Like I sort of have that idea. Even Daniel Jones, right? That was like, oh, you want Daniel Jones on your show every week? He doesn't talk very much, but I just have those sort of ideas that they were willing to support. But as far as like running it, I wouldn't say. I mean, I don't even run my life. Like they can all tell you. But yeah, it's obviously like having a good team like you guys have here. The welcome wagon on Bussin With The Boys, you guys had like candy and coffee for me. Like that little stuff goes a long way. So it's just been really fun. I wouldn't say that I have some master plan though. I just have never operated that way well.
We got some cleaners in here. Immediately, they're like, okay, it's coming on next week. We're like, let's get some deep cleaning.
Hey, this office was running way different.
Really?
You walked in today, it's cleaner. Like every Monday.
We have a candle lit in there right now.
Yeah. Every Monday I walk in and there's like the debris, the smelling debris of our Thursday night stream. I'm like, boys, it smells like shit in here. It smells terrible. And then like Wednesday by Wednesday, like kind of finally clears out before the next Thursday stream food comes in and messes it all up.
No.
I walk in today, dude. It's clean. Things are orderly, put together. We get done with the intro for Bussin', and Sherm's playing like meditation spa music in the side. There's an essential oil fragrance coming out. I'm like, what are we doing? We're all playing like, yeah, okay, this is how, sorry for the mess around here.
Open up the doors and windows.
This was by far the cleanest the shop's ever been.
Estrogen walked into the building with my team and it felt great.
Yeah. It was like a pre-estrogen before the estrogen.
I feel like once in a while you need a little of that energy, at least to get the place clean.
No
dust off some stuff.
Yeah, hold this, like rechange the standard.
Yeah.
Reset our expectations. Kay loves sweet candy. Let's get the
candy
Sour
out.
Patch Kids.
Got the eighth and roast coming in.
Bench press.
Yeah, how did that come up? Because I just walked up and you're like,
I walked in.
She walked into our nest, and as men, we're like, hey, our guests, we like to do bench press challenge. Let's get on the rack.
Little grunting.
Yeah.
He asked me if I wanted to slap a Lucy in, and I was like, I should have done that before.
I was like, JP. I was like, JP. Kay Adams walks in, you get a little nervous. Hey, you want to bench press?
I tried.
You impressed.
Oh, did I?
Yes,
Valiant effort.
I thought maybe one. But you kind of went down like, this is kind of easy, boys.
No, I thought that I did one, and then you called me out and said, you got to bring it all the way down.
Yeah, you got to bring it all the way down.
Yeah, and then I did, and then I kind of did one. I was proud of myself.
You should be.
Thanks.
I think you blew away expectations.
Going back to what Taylor was talking about, so it doesn't seem like you were nervous at all going solo. Like I'm thinking you're kind of, you are essentially betting on yourself because you guys had an incredible show going with Good Morning Football. It was very fun. It was energetic. It was something I felt like when I was on the Titans, like something we had on every morning. And it seemed different than what you're used to seeing. And then the news of you going solo, like I'm assuming that there would probably be nerves in doing that, but listening to you, it sounds like you kind of had a vision of what you wanted to do.
I wouldn't say I had a vision, Will, but it was such a good feeling. Like I had felt very good about sitting with FanDuel and what that could look like. And I thought, okay, and at that point, Pat was still with FanDuel. And I loved that. Like I loved what that looked like and the support FanDuel sort of gave him and the creative freedom, honestly, which now, gosh, this is my 4th year. I look at it and I'm seeing other people do that, and where content creation can go. And I feel like I'm ahead of that, which I feel like I made the right move at the right time. I loved Good Morning Football. Being on in every important facility is like invaluable, right? You walk in and you have this 3 hours, it replayed for 3 hours. So 6 hours you're on in the most important places where like you guys sort of saw me and did my thing. But I felt so good about the work I did there, and I knew that I didn't want to stay. And I had an offer to stay, and I was like, man, do I really want to do this for like 4 more? Is this the right time to leave? And I very much feel great about when I left.
How hard was it to leave with the relationships that you guys, the chemistry and everything else?
Yeah, I mean, there was like I don't know that I'll ever be part of something like what it was like being, with Nate every morning, and then Peter and Kyle, of course, just 4 like absolute lunatics when it came to football and loving football. So I think I realized it while I hadn't. At this point when I left, Nate had already been gone. So we already started mucking with
Nate was the first one to kind of step out, correct?
He did. He left, and then some. We did. We had like LaShawn McCoy in there a bunch. We had, I think, a McCourty or 2 in there to fill in that person who sat next to me. But I will say but like Sean O'Hara.
Yeah, okay, fair.
But I would say Kyle and Peter were always the editorial compass. They were like. Peter's like dialed in. This is what everyone's talking about. This is what matters. Like the way his mind worked, Kyle's ability to sort of go there. But I think at that time, like we're talking 2016, it's actually insane to think about like how long ago that was. We were really interested in like breaking the fourth wall, which back then you didn't really do. You guys bring that to Get Upset all the time. I think that that's now prevalent and normalized in the content space, whether it's linear TV, YouTube, whatever. But we were just so down from the beginning to say, oh snap, my mic fell off, or oh, like we got tripped up on this wire, or like I dropped an F-bomb, or like whatever that happened that was like sacrilege in the way that TV used to be handled. We really like loved and embraced those moments. And then by the time COVID happened, when everybody had to sort of embrace those kind of moments, we were ahead of it. We just really, without talking about it, we loved that vibe, and that vibe I think is continued with that show, of course, and in our respective worlds, and really in sports content altogether.
Yeah, I feel like all 4 of you guys are crushing it.
Thanks.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Nate, was he on Good Morning America now?
He was CBS Mornings.
CBS Mornings. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a monster. Peter's been crushing it.
Yeah.
Kyle's been crushing it.
Kyle's
He's such a good storyteller.
Kyle does a great job with the monologues.
Yeah.
Man. He kind of dives into the
It's
week.
unbelievable to watch.
And does he write all of that himself?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, he had his process. I would say, so like Kyle is so prepared. Mm-hmm. Like he's so prepared to attack that kind of moment and knowing what it is. And it's like, I don't prepare. So to watch that and like how much goes into it is like remarkable. Yeah. And he's just like whip smart, like quick as a whip. All of them. We'll have to do like a reunion.
That would be that.
I'm looking at these pictures like, holy moly, we'll have to do a reunion show at some point. Yeah. But thanks for watching and like caring about that show. Thank you guys for like it really only worked because players wanted to come on, and I think that from your perspective, being in that locker room, it was like, holy shit, they're attacking this from like a way of more of levity and celebrating us instead of not.
Yeah. Right? It was because you go in the mornings like 5:30, 6 a.m. and you're on every single TV in the cafeteria. Yeah. And it's like even when the volume wasn't on, you can see the level of entertainment because it looked like you guys were just having fun the entire time. And then you guys come to Nashville, and I remember like CA or somebody called me. I was like, "Do you want to do?"
Oh yeah, the draft.
Good Morning Football. I'm like, bro, yes, that would be awesome. And I walked in there, and I'm like, obviously very nervous. I remember walking with Kyle, and he's kind of giving me the lowdown. Hey, this is what's going to happen.
We were like at Tootsie's, right?
Yeah, we're at Tootsie's, and dude, it was like
Tootsie's smelled like what Tootsie smells like at 2 in the morning. Like what our
shop usually smells like.
We got there at like 4 in the morning, and I was like, "This is interesting." Okay, there's like people still making out in the bathroom, but here we are. Like it was wild.
It was a zoo. But like, you guys were just on it the whole time. It seemed like a level of improv too, where you guys had these stuff on the monitor, but you just kind of kept going and feeling each other out. It was really fun to be a part of.
You guys have that vibe. It's like the you can kind of count on each other to pick each other up kind of thing. Those 3 guys definitely had that.
Oh, stop.
No, it's true.
Stop it some more.
Stop.
It's true. And then you guys walk in to Get Up, when we've talked about this on Up and Adams, like to bring that energy is meaningful. And I think it's really valuable. And I mean, I hope you guys are getting as much out of it as they are, because you guys are really effing bringing it.